Greetings and welcome to House of Abernathy. I'm going to do things a little different in this video. I'm going to start by highlighting key moments of episode 8 of WandaVision, and then later in the video I'll reveal all the questions the finale has to answer for you. Alright, now time for the intro. Roll it. So this episode really knew how to play with my emotions. I may have teared up once or twice, I'm not gonna lie. Starting with Agatha. So we see the magic around her hands is purple and blue. The blue is the magic that she stole from her coven. And the purple magic could be from the dark dimension. That's where Dormammu's from. They cast their spells in Latin. Agatha's mother has a crown that forms on her head when she uses her magic. But Agatha didn't gain one once she drained her mother of her magic. Back down in Agatha's basement, she mentions Pietro.
I got close with fake Pietro, if you will, but no dice.
So she wasn't the one that created him.
That was you.
No, it wasn't literally me, just my eyes and ears.
So who made Pietro show up then? Also, Agatha feeds Senior Scratch a bug.
Listen.
But rabbits are herbivores. Something is definitely up with this rabbit. Could he be Mephisto? Yes, I know we only have one episode left and I've been going on and on about him this whole time. At this point, I'm gonna run with this theory. As Wanda visits her parents in the past, her mother gives her the Sokovian greeting.
Don't look.
Throughout this episode, we see that Wanda's watched sitcoms since she was a child and also uses them to help her cope with things. So that explains the theme of this series, besides trying to win an Emmy. So Wanda cast a probability hex on the missile. This is one of her abilities from the comics. It increases the odds of a situation going her way. So Wanda was born as a witch. Is this why the Mind Stone chose her? Did it have a reaction to her magic? As Wanda's interacting with the stone, she sees a future version of herself. Wearing her crown like she did in the Halloween episode. Could this be Wanda from a different timeline or a different dimension? Next, Wanda shares an intimate moment with Vision.
But what is grief, if not love, persevering?
They both are lonely for different reasons, which is pretty sad. Every time Wanda loves someone, she ends up losing them, while Vision has never had anyone close to him.
I've never experienced loss because I've never had a loved one to lose.
Agatha wipes away a tear as if she's missing someone. But I'll come back to her later. While at Sword, we see that Wanda never stole Vision. She also couldn't feel anything on Vision when she used her magic.
I can't feel you.
So that's a call back to Infinity War. Wanda heads to WestView where we meet characters of her sitcom. Almost everyone's accounted for but Dottie. She isn't seen anywhere. Trust me, I searched. Something's got to be up with her. Wanda looks at the deed that Vision left for her. Notice that the heart on it is the same one that was on their calendar back in episode 1. Then Wanda breaks down and she creates the hex. She also creates Vision out of magic. Which leads me to believe that her kids are real. Agatha mentions that Wanda's using chaos magic, which is another callback to the comics.
Your children. Vision. This whole little life you've made. This is chaos magic, Wanda.
Her magic can be used for creation and destruction. But Wanda's had a history in the comic books for not being able to control her magic properly. Agatha name drops the Scarlet Witch for the first time in the MCU.
And that makes you the Scarlet Witch.
Agatha should know better than to hold her twins hostage. Also, shout out to Agatha's costume because it's perfect. So while you're here, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. You can talk to me on Facebook and Twitter at House of Abernathy. I hope you stayed tuned for after the credits. We find out that Hayward has created White Vision out of Wanda's magic and also one of Tony Stark's arc reactors. Using more of Tony Stark's tech. White Vision is from the comics, and to put it simply, he's a soulless Vision. I'm curious if he will have the voice of James Spader. So at the end of Avengers Age of Ultron, the last Ultron robot was missing a left hand. And then the first thing that White Vision does is look down at his left hand. Interesting. It's been announced that the last episode is going to be about 50 minutes long. It's going to have to be action-packed from start to finish to answer all of my questions. Starting with, will WandaVision introduce the multiverse? Maybe Agatha will take away Billy and Tommy, sending Wanda into chaos and ripping open the multiverse. Will mutants be discovered? My original theory was the Hex was going to create mutants inside of it. I'm starting to think that WandaVision is only going to introduce witches to the MCU. Who is Ralph? Obviously, it's Agatha's husband, but why haven't we seen him? Maybe it's Senior Scratch in a different form? But could he be Mephisto?
Devil's in the details, Bev.
That's not the only place he is.
Agatha isn't your normal villain. She wanted to know how Wanda created the Hex and did so many spells at once. Maybe Agatha was about to lose Ralph and saved him by putting his soul into this rabbit. But she hasn't been able to restore him back to normal. Why Evan Peters? MCU really use him just to mess with us? I think he should have a bigger role going forward. No, I don't want it to be revealed that he's from the Fox timeline. Please just give me new X-Men characters and I will learn to fall in love with them. Because if they give me one, they're going to have to give me multiple characters in order for me to believe it. Who is the missing person under witness protection? Everyone in WestView has been screened by SWORD besides Ralph and Dottie. Speaking of Dottie, who is she? Is she another witch that's inside of the Hex? She had such an impression on Wanda having children.
All of this is for the children.
For the children.
That she has to be someone of importance, right? Is the book Agatha has the Darkhold? It seems too important just to be a random spell book. So I'm gonna need a name drop. What's going to happen to Billy and Tommy?
Mom, please!
I know that they won't make it out of Westview. In the comics, the twins are absorbed by Mephisto. Later down the road, the souls of Billy and Tommy are found in two different babies. Many years pass and they discover that they're related to each other and are actually twins. Comics are weird sometimes, but I could see the MCU doing this. Will Wanda's Vision make it out of the Hex? Maybe after he battles White Vision, his body and soul will merge together as one. I think that will leave Wanda with somewhat of a happy ending. She lost her children, but she has Vision? I doubt it because this whole series has been about grief. Wanda started the series in denial,
Wanda.
Moved on to anger,
I'm just your neighbor.
Then how did you know about Ultron?
did some bargaining as to why this is happening,
I got shot like a chump in the street for no reason at all, and next thing I know, I heard you calling.
to episode 7 that was full of depression.
It's probably just a case of the Mondays. Am I right?
Her last step is acceptance. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think Wanda's vision's making it out. White Vision, being a soulless robot, won't offer Wanda any comfort, resulting in her to search the multiverse for the perfect family, one with a living Vision and her twins. I really do appreciate you taking this journey of WandaVision with me. I hope that I've made this series more enjoyable for you. Next week will be my final review and a recap on the entire series. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time.